Hello everyone, it's Janice. Today I'm going to be making a birthday card for our little buddy Nolan. He's my friend Robin's oldest son, and so I'm going to be making him this fun card because he's a fun kind of guy. I actually was his teacher when he was in preschool, and he's turning 9, so I wanted to make him a card that represents just who he is. He's just a fun kind of fellow. So I'm going to make him this fun ox on, what's that, a yak? I'm not sure, but he's cute. A cow on roller skates. This was the image that made me want this cartridge, Birthday Bash. And he's on page 45, I think. Let's see, 45, 43, 44. Yes, page 45, and I cut him out at 3 3/4 inches. I wanted him to be pretty big. Just, if you don't have this cartridge, something you need to know is that it has very, very little layers. They're very little pieces, and so I'm not even going to use all of them. I'll show you what I did to make him. So let's go ahead and put him together. I've already cut him out. All my papers that I used were scraps, including the card base and all of that. But let's go ahead and work on our little guy here, our little party animal. And I think I'm going to start with the green pieces. Alright, let's put this aside. Okay, I'm using a piece of my craft mat. I cut my craft mat down so I would have several pieces to work with in case one thing was super messy. And then I have peel paint, distress ink, my tool, and this little houndstooth background stamp that I got a very long time ago at Michael's. And what I'm going to do is I just want to give him a cool kind of background. So I am going to stamp the areas that are going to show. His little arm shows. Okay, and then I'm going to take my blending tool and just kind of do the edges a little bit. Okay, and then for his face, just gonna go around the edges just a little bit. I'm not fond of this color paper, and a lot of the Recollections packs come with this color, so I love my distress inks just to alter this paper so that it's a shade of green that I can deal with. I love green. There's something about this color that doesn't appeal to me. I don't know why. I've tried to like it, because I'm just kind of an easy kind of person. I'm not that hard to please, but this paper just gets to me. Okay, and so there's his little tuft of fur that goes on the top of his head, kind of like hair. All right. So let's put this part together. Now his face is going to get popped up, but let's work on the other little pieces. I'm going to pop up his tail tuft as well with a tiny little piece of fun foam. Today is Friday and tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I cannot believe it. 2012 is upon us. Just trying to line this up here. Okay. And then he needs his little hooves. I keep these tiny pieces on my mat so that they don't get lost, because that's very easy to happen. Here's his little hooves. And his roller skate wheels. They need to stay there. And his little eyes. I think, yeah, okay, we're just gonna, I'm not gonna change anything right now. All right. Use my quick stick from Quick Cuts. I got this at Hobby Lobby. They still carry it. If you look for it online, you have to make sure to spell the name of it correctly. It's the word quick, but then stick is S-T-I-K. That makes all the difference in finding it. It's great because you can pick up these tiny pieces. It's kind of a must-have for any cartridge that has these tiny, tiny pieces. And then the glue pen I'm using is the Zig two-way squeeze and roll. That's the kind I really like to use. You have to use like little dots of the glue with this glue in order for things to stick well. Okay, let's work on his face. Here's his hooves. Now, a couple things you could do here. You could use bling. You could use little black halfback pearls. I think would be really cute on this. But I started off with these, and then I'll show you what I did. But we're not going to do it till the end. And then his little nose. Just set it down right there. And then he has little pink, the little pink pieces that go inside of his ears are right here. And I'm not using anything else on that. Too tiny, too much pink for a boy. And he is a boy, so I want to kind of stay away from the pink. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it, but you know, I don't want to offend him. Too much pink. Okay. I would have done all this ahead of time, but I wanted you to see how I altered the paper in case you have the same issues that I do about, you know, a certain color that you don't like. That's one of the benefits of the Distress ink, or really any of your ink pads you could do that with. Okay, so there's his little face. So cute. And that's going to get popped up there. But before you put his face on, you have to remember he has these little horns that you have to put on beforehand. Otherwise, can't get them in there without trouble, I mean. And then his skates. So I'll put those two things on. And my wheels are on the mat still. Okay. I'll just put the glue on the actual paper. Yeah. When this cartridge first came out and I saw this little guy, it just really made me laugh. He's so cute. He's crazy. That's probably why I like it. So I like crazy stuff sometimes. All right. So there's his skates, and then he needs the wheels. And like I said, they're still over here. I'm going to use my tweezers this time. These are the We Are memory keepers. They look like a little bit shaped like the Making Memories ones that you can get at Michael's, but they're not. They're the We Are memory keepers. I'm sure those are very nice too. I've never used them. I don't know if they hold things tightly. These just don't really, but it's not bad enough that I don't like them or don't use them. I just like the tweezer bee. The tension on the tweezer bees is better. So I would definitely recommend those before any other. If you're looking for tweezers. I have to have my tweezers. Oh my goodness, these are sticking to my fingers. Okay, so we're done with that. What I did to, there are tiny little pink circles that go in there. But what I decided to go with is these tiny bling from Recollections, because they're just the right size. And I'm using the little pointy side on this. Oh, okay. I gotta do these again. See, this is what I mean about this glue. It doesn't always, you have to pull it on there and then don't touch it because it, you know, needs a moment to dry. See, because this has a pointy side and even has another side here, which needs to be cleaned off. Are you? Okay, I'll make some lunch. Alright, then we're going to put his face on. And I'm going to pop that up too. And then he's going to get an action wobble. Okay, here's the action wobble. Just in case you've never seen these are really cool. They come from www.actionwobble.com. I think there are retailers that are carrying them now, but for sure you can get them online. and they're great because it makes your card interactive. And I am still just as crazy about those as the first time I saw them. Alright, now let's do our card base and our sentiment, and we'll be finished almost. I have 2 more things. I'm going to put them there so we don't forget. So I don't forget, let's just say. I have a A2 size card. It's just half of an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock cut at 5.5. And then I have a piece of green paper, and it is cut, I believe it's 4 inches by 5.25. Go ahead and A2G that. And then this piece of paper is a scrap as well, but I think it's $1. It was maybe from the dollar paper at Target. I've had it for a long time. And then I have this little strip right here. I'm going to use tumbled glass to stress the edges. And this is a scrap too. There we go. I'm going to stamp it with a little happy birthday stamp that came, it's one of those dollar stamps, Studio G from Joann's. I've had it for a while, so I don't know when I got it, what it came with. And this is just the memento tuxedo black. And that's going to go right there, and then my little guy is going to go about there. So let's go ahead and put that down. And one thing you need to know, when you use your action wobbles, ah, don't tell me I broke it. No, I didn't. Yay! When you use the action wobbles, you want to make your base as simple as possible, because it will catch, if you had a ribbon or something like that, it would catch on it. So make sure you remember that. And I'm just going to finish this card up because this video is really long. I really want to keep them short. I'm sorry. Just make sure that you secure it. Okay, and then there's just a couple last minute things that it's good to do at the last minute, because otherwise, like me, what happens to me is I get my fingers in it and I mess it up. So I'm just adding some black, what is this called? Black diamond to his nose, because it's so cute. It needs a little dressing up. And then I didn't do it to his hooves because I didn't want him to look like he had nail polish on. And then for his eyes, I used this black enamel accents from Ranger. And I'm just not sure how I feel about this product. I love the idea of it, but I'm just not very good at using it. See, that's what I want to do. I just want it to look like it's a flat back pearl. I'm just not very good at it yet. Sometimes I get a little peak that falls over, but I think it's because I'm just not patient enough. There, see? That's perfect. Oh, and then what I did for the laces, I used this also. And I'm just going to make a line and hopefully get it all the way over to the edge of the skate. And then I'm going to take this and not mess with it anymore and put it someplace where I'm not going to get my hand in it, because it just seems like every time I use this stuff I make a mess. Okay, one more, don't mess it up. Okay, that's it. So let me hold it up so you can see it. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Bye.